Hey everybody, it's Jess and welcome to Finecurlzjess. Okay, so we're back this week. We're planning in my Happy Planner Wellness Planner for the days of March 30th to April the 5th. Another week. I think this is week 3 that we have been doing social distancing here in my household, and it's been interesting. So, I just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts of last week and what all happened. So, pretty much in my wellness planner is where I document the things that I want to reflect on, the things that I've thought about, the things that happened through the day that maybe changed my mindset and my moods, that sort of thing. So, yeah, this week I want to focus on staying colorful, staying bright, which is so me, and just being very positive. Last week was a bit of a struggle. I tried to remain positive through it all, but there's a saying that goes, an idle mind is the devil's playground, and I fully agree with that quote. I felt like last week I was stuck in my thoughts, stuck in my head. I was questioning things. I was trying to correct things that weren't broke. I was just kind of losing it, just a little bit. And so this week, I want to focus more so on getting my life back in order, if that makes sense. I'm not really sure. Um, so pretty much last week was crazy. Um, Last week was week 2, and so, we were kind of getting into the groove of remote learning with the kids. We were kind of getting into a schedule, and then it's like, what schedule? Because we stay up late, we wake up late, nobody is on the schedule. My kids won't be going back to school until like the 27th. So I was trying to find like ways of incorporating me time into having my kids be all up under me, because everybody's stuck in the house and nobody knows what they want to do or what they're going to do or whatever. So yeah, I did my nails. I didn't like them. So I'm taking them off today and I'm going to redo them. I did my hair. Um, just trying to keep a sense of normalcy in a world of unknown. Sunday, I went to church online. I took notes. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to prayer service online, trying to get my faith back restored, starting to learn more about the Bible and, just reconnecting myself into what I kind of viewed as my happy place. And that was like years ago, but like my happy place started when I reconnected with God and I was, eating better. I was working out. I was just taking care of myself and, focusing my time on my kids. So I want to get back to that place. So I started off by, going to church, reading, taking notes. I've gone back into working through my faith planner, which I decorated for the month of March, but never like quite did anything with. And then, yeah, reaching out to people that, I don't get to see necessarily on a regular basis, just trying to find a middle ground of peace, if that makes sense. And, one of the things that really makes me happy is like creating these spreads in these planners. And I actually like that now during this mist of uncertainty and unknowns that I'm actually going through and actually using my planners and decorating them, because I feel like this is where I'm documenting my life, where this is where I'm talking about the things that are kind of not going the way I want them to, or things that are going right, and focusing on those types of things. I've also made a point to myself to get up and start moving around my house. I'm so used to being at work, and at work I'm always on the go because I'm running after 16 or 15 1-year olds. So they keep me very active. And then I'm at home and like I'm not moving around at all. I'm sitting on my couch. I'm Netflixing and chilling. I'm, catching up on shows that I haven't watched in a long time, binge watching, YouTube watching, those sorts of things. And I don't really find myself being as active as I was. So I want to get back into actually doing something to keep my body moving along with my mind. So this week I did go back to my flowers. Y'all know I love my flowers. Next week I'm not going to do a spread with flowers. I'm going to try to switch it up a little bit. But I love incorporating flowers because flowers make me happy. And I feel like at this point in time, you should always do the things that make you happy. And I believe it's important to just, you know, not hold yourself accountable for all the things you're eating, but try to limit it a little bit. So I recently started back intermittent fasting. I am not doing low carb. I am not doing keto, but I'm trying to put myself in a window of eating. I'm also that way I can drink more water. So I've noticed that when I just limit myself to eating 4 to 5 hours a day and drinking water the rest of the time, my skin is starting to clear up a little bit more. The blemishes that were up underneath it are starting to pop out, those sorts of things. I've actually started trying to pay more attention to like skincare, those sorts of things. It's not I feel like we've gotten so boggled down with, ripping and running and doing this and doing that for everybody. And that this time that we're sitting at home, not having, things to do or not being distracted by the outside world are probably the best times that we can implement self-care into our routine. So I wanted this spread to be very colorful, but also kind of more animated than your actual like. I don't want to say animated. Is that a good word? I feel like I'm animated. I feel like it incorporates two of the things that I actually love. I love coffee. I love flowers. Not two of the things, but multiple things. I love coffee. I love flowers. And I definitely love sweets. So I feel like this spread just kind of gives you that insight into those type of things while keeping it on the same color scheme, but still being bright. And it's not necessarily saying that it is super focused on a specific kind of layout. It incorporates like more so like a artsy type theme with your more laid back flowers. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't think I am. Just you're not making sense. I just feel like this spread kind of spoke to me as I was like, piecing together what I was going to use and how I was going to create this spread. I'm starting to realize that to make spreads for me to actually write and actually use, I kind of have to go with things that interest me the most, the things that I kind of like. And this spread just speaks to me on all sorts of levels. I don't know. It could be the fact that when I was younger, I was definitely not into flowers. And as an adult, I am growing into loving flowers. And I'm not going to spend money on flowers because, quarantined, but I definitely feel like every morning when I wake up and I look at my wellness journal and I see these flowers, it's like, oh, okay. And then I see the little cute little cupcakes with, the little eyes on them. I think it's kind of, like the cutesy side of me coming out. So, yeah. This spread is also kind of different because this time I use stickers that said like thinking, making, reading, those sorts of things. And I wanted to use those as a key point on words to just focus on. But I I just wanted to do it in a different way. I do want to make sure that Friday I take the time out to actually read. I want to make sure that I'm actually making things that make me happy instead of just sitting still. Like these are the things that I kind of want to focus on this week. And yeah, do you guys have any words that you guys are focused on for the week? Like the words that are making you want to do something or motivating you to do something. I feel like this spread, like I said before, it speaks to me, and I write my spreads out in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, I write about the day before, so that it gives me time to reflect and to think about what happened that day. Um, so yeah, I thank you guys for joining me, watching me plan out in my wellness planner, and we'll be back next week. Until then, bye.